Hi, everyone, and welcome to the first interview of New Ambassadors Interview Series. We want you to be able to meet some of the cast of characters from behind the scenes, the actors to managing directors. Today we have Dan CHECKLEY, who is our acting liaison. So we just want to get everyone to get, it's a little bit like a James Lipton thing, only I'm better looking and funnier, younger, and I'm not dead. Ooh, is that bad? That's life. So we have a series of questions that we're going to ask everybody, all the same, just hopefully they'll have different answers. So in starting with that, welcome, Dan. Thank you for taking time out of your really busy day, because I know.
So swamped. So swamped.
So many things I did today. I laid out on the roof. I played with my cat. I cried a lot. How about you?
Also, I cried a lot. Yeah. Washed my hands a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens. We should be doing that anyway, because God knows the things we touch.
Ain't that the truth, brother? Ain't that the truth?
How's your hair? You always have fabulous hair, but now it's longer
long.
Than ever.
Thank you. I try. I use a myriad of products on it, but it looks pretty good today. I'm quite happy.
You're like Samson, aren't you? Is that where all your strength is in your hair?
Oh, you know, my hair and my beard that I'm growing too.
Oh, I love the beard. It gives me something to hang on to.
There you go.
We all know each other, kids. So just so you know, we all know everybody. So that's. And I love David's facial expression. You got to keep this in. That's funny. All right, kids, let's go. We're going to start. Ready? So this is an interesting one that I think everyone likes to know, because we all talk about this. How and when did the acting bug bite you?
So back when I was a small child, I have an older sister, and she was always really involved in school choir. And I think I was in 5th grade. She convinced me, and I'm not even kidding, she convinced me to join the school choir because it would be a great way for me to meet girls. So
is it like a show choir? Did they have choreography and stuff?
Not often. Every now and then we'd have like hand motions and things like that with songs. Yeah. I mean, we were kids, you know, what was I, 11, 12 years old? So I started going to all these different meetings for the school choir, and I ended up loving it. And over the years, I kept up with it. And then I started doing school plays. Usually they were musicals, so it was just another outlet for me to be able to sing. And I didn't really do much theater in high school. I get to college, and my first semester, there was, let's see, it was probably like my 2nd or 3rd weekend that I was on campus. I got an email saying that they were holding open auditions for a production of Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. I don't know if you're familiar.
Oh, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fun stuff.
It was a lot of fun. So I had been a fan of it back in the writer's strike, 10, 15 years ago now, and absolutely just fell in love with it, and I really wanted to do it. So I auditioned, and I ended up booking the lead. And that was the first time that I had ever been held accountable for creating a character. Because back in school, I was like the only guy in my school who could sing and was willing to do all these plays. So it was kind of just a shoo-in for me to get a lead role and play a big character, because
that was
I was
cool, because you actually had competition this time. So you're like, oh, wait a minute, I can do this.
Exactly. And
that's amazing.
Creating that character, that character of Billy and Dr. Horrible, was the hardest thing I've ever done. And I absolutely loved it. So then we'll fast forward a couple years. I had a friend of mine and we went, and for whatever reason, we just got really obsessed with the first Hunger Games film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but it was really entertaining. So
hair. I remember there's a lot of hair in that too. That's why you saw hair and you're like, mine's better, and they should have hair envy.
Inspiration. It's my inspiration. So my friend and I worked right next to a movie theater. So I think we saw that first Hunger Games film like 9 times together in the theater. So I saw Josh Hutcherson, who played one of the main characters in the film. He was like 18. They paid him $1 million for that film. And that was really when I was like, wow, there's like really good money in this. And he's not doing anything spectacular, nothing that I can't do. Why don't I try this? Why don't I give this a shot? Learn how to be a better actor, try to make this a career. And I just dove in head first. I started taking classes, and here we are.
So it wasn't just about the women, it was about the money too. But now since you started when you were 11, I assume you must have a harem by now.
Oh, if only, my friend, if only.
You got to beat them up with a stick. They all want that hair. Uh, Number 2, how did you first get involved with New Ambassadors?
I found out about the company. Yeah, sorry to cut you off. I actually found out about the company through my uncle. My uncle Jeff is one of the co-founders. And I started attending the Theater Lab series, the play reading series that we have. And I just absolutely fell in love. It's a great group of people, very, very talented group of people. The quality of writing is excellent. And, you know, everyone welcomes me with open arms. And here we are 2 years later now. That's scary to think about. It's already been
and
2
the money is unbeatable.
Oh, phenomenal.
Yeah, right. Anyway, what I did for love. Anyway, okay, moving on to number 3. How has your experience been with the company so far? I mean, do you like us? I mean, you can say if you like me. I figure you kind of do, and if you want to talk to David later about me, that's different.
Well, Todd, I will say you're very nice to look at, so I'll give you that one.
Thanks. I aspire to your hair. Anyway.
Oh, darling. Hi, David. Nice of you to show up. So, my experience so far has been pretty good. Actually, very good. Like I kind of touched upon before, the quality of writing is excellent. The quality of acting is excellent. And we're pretty diverse, too. We have a lot of different people from all different cultures and walks of life. And it's just a really fun, safe place for me to play and grow as an actor and as a human being, too. I've learned a lot as a person because of being part of this company, and I would not trade that for the world. I think this is a stellar group, and I'm very, very so thrilled and so blessed to be a part of it.
Cool. Number 4. This is a good one. Everyone, well, you know, it's funny. I can't answer this, but maybe you can. What is your dream role or dream job or play that you're dying to direct? Give me one of those.
Ooh, definitely. I don't know in terms of which role, but a play I definitely want to do a production of one day, A Few Good Men. I love all things Aaron Sorkin. Absolutely love Aaron Sorkin. I've never seen it on the stage. I've only ever seen the film with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, it was Tom Hulce originally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and from Amadeus fame.
Yep. And that's something I really want to. Oh, I love Aaron Sorkin.
And you would like to play the Tom Hulce, Tom Cruise role?
Oh, yeah. I would like to think so. But there are a couple different roles in there that I could see myself playing as well. Yeah. So, you know,
that's a great role. I would love to play the Jack Nicholson role. That's a great. I've forgotten about that play. It's a good play.
Well, let's do it, man. Let's.
We should
talk to the powers that be and see if we can make it happen.
Let's go to number 5. If you didn't, I always love this because I think this is important and something people always want to know. Because number 1, your parents always are like, you know, something to fall back on, you know, that whole shebang. But interestingly, though, too, if you weren't an actor, what would you do? What would be your alternative career?
See, that's an interesting question because originally, excuse me, I didn't have a backup plan. You know, my first go around with college didn't go very well. Neither did my second go around with college. I wasn't a very good student when I was a kid. So I really didn't have a backup plan. I kind of justified that by saying, if I have a backup plan, it's going to make me not work as hard toward the thing I want to do because I'm going to have the thing that I have to do, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, you know, that makes sense.
If I had a desk job.
Plenty of time. You still are a kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know. The big 3-0's coming up in like a
No,
year and a
don't
half.
you don't
So
never. We don't tell our age. You are between 25 and 32, and you can remain that way for at least 10 more years.
I like your thinking. I really like your
All right,
thinking.
number 6. What's your favorite experience as a part of New Ambassadors community? Is there anything that stands out that you were like, wow, that was so amazing when that happened, or a memorable night?
So just this couple months ago when we did our Heartbroke Festival, I was
Hmm.
in a phenomenal play. It was beautifully written. Um,
That was a good play. You were wonderful in that, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you. I do
I told
appreciate
you
that.
that. I
It's
really enjoyed watching you.
that was thank you. That was my favorite role that I have ever played. The character Mark alongside the beautiful Priyanka Krishnan.
Yeah, you guys
So
were both you
so
were an
good.
absolute hoot, and it was also you were a hoot, and it was heartbreaking in the same time.
Well, good. Mission accomplished. It was so interesting because her outlook and her approach to acting is so similar to mine that we just kind of naturally meshed. We're both very Meisnery in how
Mhm.
we hash things out, and it just worked so well. And I think our chemistry on stage was fantastic. And every actor will tell you, and Todd, I'm sure you have experienced this. Every now and then, you'll just be so invested in what's happening in a scene or in a certain play that you kind of lose track of everything else around you. But you're so focused on how you feel as the character and reacting to the other characters on stage that it kind of just takes on this magical. I call it being in the pocket. You
Yeah,
kind of just you get into that pocket and it just everything just works really, really
yeah.
well.
It's
And I
like when you
think
don't remember what happened.
exactly, you walk off
Yeah,
stage and you're like, wow, I really liked that, but I don't remember why I liked it
yeah,
because you were just so invested in it.
yeah.
And more often than not, every single time we went on that really didn't make sense. But more often than not, we would walk on stage or walk off of stage and I would just go, that was it. That was exactly what I
No,
wanted to do with this. That's
I
exactly how it should
agree.
have been.
I think that's what makes. I think you always want to give a good performance, but if you're lucky enough, those are the moments that I call are your inspired performances, where
Yes.
it's like it's not just good, it's like better than good, and it's true. You almost don't remember. You're like, wow, did I just do that? That's
It's
really
such a
cool.
great feeling.
It is. It almost wraps it up. I want to do one James Lipton question, and I think it's
Cool.
important because of the times we're living in. Are you wearing pants?
I am. I'm wearing jeans for the first time in about a month today. I'm wearing all the denim. I got my Canadian tuxedo on right now. I got
You have a
jeans
Canadian.
on.
Look at
I got
you,
ah,
man.
loving it,
Britney
man.
Spears and Justin Timberlake eat your heart out.
I don't have the cowboy hat that Justin Timberlake had though. That's the one
That's
thing I'm
true.
missing.
That's true. But I think that wraps it up. I think that's terrific. Thank you so much for your time. I really, honest to God, I really hope to hang with you soon. I don't care if we just touch elbows and wear a mask. I don't care. We could even rob a bank. If we're wearing masks, we could get away with it.
No one would know it's us. I might have to
No.
cover the hair though. That's my giveaway.
Oh, yeah, the hair, they'll know. They'll be
Yeah.
like, look at that fucking hair. Was that Dan Checkley? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you should wear a hat.
Yeah. Maybe I'll find a denim cowboy hat somewhere. I'll throw that on.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you, my friend. Always a pleasure.
All right. Bye-bye.